During quarantine, most of your beards probably look something like this. Well, today I'm going to show you how to change that and transform your beard from this to this. I'm going to go through some steps on how to groom your beard from crazy caveman to sophisticated face mane. So let's go. Alright, so you're going to want to do this when your beard is nice and damp. So I would recommend doing it straight out of the shower, or if not out of the shower, let your beard fully dry and then wet it again and damp the excess water off your beard hairs so that they're ready to be blow dried into the appropriate direction. This works best if you have the flat air attachment for your hair dryer, but put your hair dryer in the hottest setting possible, and you can either use the low or the high speed to do this, but what you're going to want to do is blow dry your hair in the opposite direction of growth. Just go slow and methodically and make sure that you're blow drying all the hairs in one unified direction. As you can see, I'm doing this in the complete opposite direction of where the hair grows, which is down and back, so I'm going up and forward. So once one side is done, you don't have to blow dry it in the opposite direction yet. Move on to the next side instead and blow dry it again, either directly across or up and across. I have a fairly curly beard when I'm just out of the shower and it's towel dried, so I like for it to look nice and neat, and this definitely does the trick. Once your beard's basically dried in that one direction, you can go ahead and blow dry it back down in the direction of the natural growth. Use that same high heat, but be careful not to leave the hair dryer in one spot for too long. I would move the hair dryer along your beard with your brush, so that the heat doesn't stay in one spot. I'd honestly do this as much as you feel comfortable. Don't overdo it. Of course, you don't want your hairs to be damaged from the high heat, so be sure you're doing this sparingly, but just enough that your beard gets fully dry and the hairs are nice and straight. You can already see the big difference once this has been fully blow dried in one direction. At this point, your beard and mustache should be pretty dry, and so then you can move on to the next portion of the styling. The next step would be to apply a beard oil or beard balm or beard lotion. There's all sorts of different kinds, but use a simple beard oil. I find that works the best once your hairs get a little longer. The oil will protect your beard hairs from any damage, and they'll also keep your skin underneath nice and healthy. Apply the beard oil all the way down to the skin and just rub your fingers and hands throughout the beard and mustache until you feel it all over every hair. One of the main reasons your beard gets itchy in that awkward stage is because it's dry. So you can start using the beard oil as early as you'd like. I have a fairly long beard, and I only use one pump of the oil to apply throughout. Next, be sure you have a nice wooden comb that's got some wide space wood teeth and some close together spaced wood teeth. The reason you use wood comb is it won't damage or rip your hairs, whereas a plastic comb is definitely gonna pull and fray the ends. So a key to keeping your beard long and smooth and soft is to make sure that there aren't any split ends. And a wooden comb will definitely help to separate the hairs, keep them nice and neat and intact. Depending on your hair type, you may be able to stop after this next step once you've combed through your beard. But if you want an extra fine finish, use a boar's head brush. I have this set from Viking Revolution, which I really like. The boar's head is really durable and will help tamp down some of those peskier hairs. So run that through your beard hair a few times, working down all of those crazy flyaway beard hairs into the main mass of the hair. Depending on the type of hair that you have, this next step may also be very beneficial. Set your hair dryer to the coolest setting and the lowest speed. You're going to go through your beard a few times over with this cool setting so that it sets the hairs in place. You can do this before or after the oil. I do it after the oil just because it reacts better with my particular hair type. Once that's done, you can go ahead and use the comb or the brush or whatever you'd like to put the finishing touches on it, and then you're ready to go. You've got a nice, finished, smooth, clean, good smelling beard. I obviously can't account for all beard hair types, so the steps you saw were just a good guideline for you to work with. Play around with the steps, play around with the products until you can figure out a way to take your crazy beard and turn it into something that's presentable and nice. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.